Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of the Masochist series. Credit to Cimo and Hossman for inventing the series. But first, would you like to make your Master Duel experience a whole lot better?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright guys, we're back. We have to make some serious adjustments. Lately, the game has been so much harder. I feel like a lot of the noobs that usually play have dropped the game. Snake Eye is everywhere. Our main win condition is the barrier statue. Luckily, we're still in gold, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, things have been absolutely rough this previous season. We've been playing non-stop meta.
You had your chance and you failed. You have to stop living in the past. Face it, SpongeBob. You're only hurting yourself.
But I think that we will be able to make some adjustments and ultimately carry ourselves to the proper, victory that we need to. This is the deck that we're playing right now. It's the Spellcaster deck. I'm going to play this probably today, and I might go between a few different decks today, but a cool card that we pulled was Pit Knight early. This is a great card. It's absolutely a great card. It's a negate. The only problem is that it points up and sideways, so it's a bit complicated. So we have to somehow summon this in the main monster zone, but her and Time Thief, or him and Time Thief, I don't know what's going on there, but him and Time Thief or her and Time Thief actually work quite well together, as one of you guys stated in the comments, because this is an effect that triggers and then you can negate things, which is really cool. So that's cool. There's a few other combos, like with Hida you could do, Brute Enforcer, even Transverser you could do combos with, because you can negate the monster that you're about to take. Also, this card floats, which is kind of cool too. But if we could summon this plus Time Thief, honestly, not a bad combo. The only thing, like I said, is this gets summoned up there, and then if we summon Time Thief and this is up there, it doesn't exactly work well. But, if we can work it over a course of time, it might not be too bad. But yeah, also it works because if it's destroyed by card effect, right? If it's destroyed by... Because it's destroyed by battle or card effect sent to this turn. So even if we torrential our own field, this monster comes back. So he floats the same way that Time Thief floats. So that's cool. Space Insulator is not a bad card either, because this one requires Cyberse though, so I don't know if that's going to work. This is Cyberse, but Space Insulator might have to go for now, but it is a good card. I thought it'd be fair to mention. As far as other cards that we can get rid of, I really don't even know what else to get rid of. I guess Reaper-Docus, just because he has not been coming up whatsoever either. He is generic, so maybe... But then again, it's not like I have non-effective... All my monsters are effect monsters, so I guess we keep Code Virus. He's another one if he's destroyed by an opponent's card effect, so he's not quite as good. But I guess Pit Knight's interesting. So this is our new extra deck, which is nice. This is our new main deck. Again, I have to make some adjustments, probably put in more Spell Trap cards. I'll see how I feel, but this is more of like the combo-ish version of the deck, but we do still have like barrier statues, things like that. So I'll save this deck for now, and I'll see if I can make some adjustments between games. The deck that I really want to play, I'll see if I can get it together, but it's this deck right here. It's the normal Monster Mash. Right now, the meta seems to be a lot of Ishizu, not Ishizu, I'm sorry, Horus. A lot of Horus. Especially in our ranks, there's just so much Horus and so much Kashtira. And the main thing that we struggle with is just like big monsters. If somebody puts like 3 monsters at like 3,000 attack, there's very little that I can do about that. Particularly when those monsters also have removal effects. So things like, Kashtira Fenrir, Unicorn, like any of these Shizu cards. Like if their end board is just 4 Shizu like, I'm sorry, not a Shizu again, 4 horse monsters, like I'm just screwed. But this can actually play against that quite well, and we have been pulling a lot of cards over a course of time that would help this deck, things like Fairy Tale Snow, and other things. So the normal monster mash or the normal monster combo deck should actually, it might actually work for us. It actually might, because this deck combos off really well. So I'd have to make probably a 3 to, I guess a 3-to-1 ratio of monsters to spell trap cards, and I think we can actually make this deck finally work and finally playable. But I'll adjust this in between games as we pull more stuff. But let's go play for now. All right, so obviously we're back in gold. Highest we ever achieved was Platinum 2. That's, again, for a Masochist deck, really not bad. I think it's possible we get to Platinum 1 maybe this time around. I guess we'll see. We're playing against Japanese name, tons of blue eye stuff. We'll see. We won the coin flip, which is cool. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm hopeful that we can get to Platinum 1 this cycle. They also added some new stuff too, where you can actually ascend above the ranks. This hand is a little rough. I mean, if they're playing blue eyes, at least we have this, and we have Judgment. It's not. Do I even summon the breaker? Like, I guess we summon the breaker, yeah, just in case. We'll summon the breaker, gain our token, and then we will set all this stuff. And, yeah, it's not too bad. We have a lot of interruptions, so at least that's good. And then we just pass on this. I don't think this is too bad. It's like I'm playing GOAT format, by the way. This is actual, like, GOAT format right now. We'll see what our opponent is able to produce here, but this honestly isn't too bad if they actually are playing blue eyes, and they're never playing blue. They're playing Snake Eye. Well, that's that. We've all seen this before, all right? We've all seen it. We'll put Chaining on. Snake Eye Ash. I'm not gonna Judgment this. That would be kind of outrageous, right? To Judgment this. This is their best card in the entire archetype, and it's limited to 1. If I do this, I probably stop everything. If I'm totally honest, I probably will stop everything, because then I will stop Poplar from getting added. He already used Bonfire. Poplar doesn't get added, and I probably... And this is in Graveyard. It's actually not bad if I do that. I'm probably going to do that, and then afterwards I'm going to activate Grave of the Super Ancient Organism, because that will prevent... If he did draw the Diabellstar Snake, the Diabellstar girl, it will actually prevent Diabellstar from... He can summon it, but he can't attack with it or activate its on-summon effect. This card doesn't negate, it just prevents from activating, so... And that... Whoa! Okay. Okay. I'll take it. So I guess I made the right decision. Okay. That is quite a start. I'm telling you, and this last season was the toughest season we've ever had. Even on my main account, right? I haven't played on my main account in like probably a few months. It got D-ranked all the way to silver. My first game on my main account in silver, right? The second lowest rank in the game. Well, actually, technically not, because bronze and rookie, but no one's really in rookie unless you literally just start the game. But like silver tier, it's how far my account fell. I log in, and my first game is against Snake Eye. It's like Snake Eye, Fire King, Snake Eye. Every tier in the game is like tier 0 right now. It's actually kind of rough. Let's see what our opponent was playing. I guess Match History is our first one. We'll see how meta their deck. This is about as meta as it gets. This is meta. It's so meta they pulled a Royal Rare SB Little Knight. That's pretty meta. This is not a deck on paper that we should be beating, but we beat. And we got to keep fighting. We have no choice, because this is the game now. Gold 5, and this is what you're playing. You're playing against a deck that can realistically go win a YCS in Gold 5. Okay, after one of the most well-deserved wins of all time, we're going to open a... Look at what's going on here. We have a UR to start. Nice. Nice. We'll see what it is. Oh my god! I've been begging for this card for so long. Finally! You don't even understand. I literally want to pull this more than 90% of the URs that are available. Oh my god, what a start. I don't even care about the rest of this pack. The rest of this pack could be nothing. Trickstar. What's this underneath? that is our second copy of Deskbot base. That is insane. I don't care. I don't care because I got Moon Mirror Shield. I don't care. So, you know, the funny thing is I don't think we have any of these desk bots. Like, we maybe have like 2-3 desk bots, but we have 2 copies of this card, which again isn't even a bad card, but I can't reveal desk bots because I don't have enough of them. Like, this card relies on the fact that you're playing a large number of desk bots to be usable, and I'm not. So it's not a terrible field spell. I don't think it should be a UR. This should probably be a common, but you know, still Flower Cardian. This is a recipe card, cool art. Gearfried, the Red Eyes, Iron Chain, the Iron Knight. This isn't a bad card either. It's removal and stuff like that. We do have do we have this? I think we have this. We have this. We might have some other weird random Red Eye stuff, but yeah, I don't think I have enough to play it. But that's not a terrible card, honestly. Trap Trick Diana is not a bad card either. On normal summon, it can target a trap trick monster in the graveyard. Special summon, if it's special summon, target a trap hole. So basically, it's double recursion. It's not a bad card, but we don't really have any whole normal traps that are really good. And then, yeah, I don't think we have any. We might have like a chaos trap hole or like an acid trap, or one of the like weird ones we might have. But I don't think we have any of the really, really good ones. So because it's recursion, if it was a starter, it'd be better. But obviously, that's not going to work. It's a Zap Mustang, which we already do have. But Moon Mirror Shield is absolutely bananas. It's literally one of the best pulls we could possibly pull in this entire challenge. It deals with the fact that we cannot out things. I was just complaining about this. We can out anything now. It is one of the best cards you could possibly want to draw. It's incredible. All right, so here's the Yugi Jr. deck. I should probably reduce the deck by 1 monster, and I think that the monster that I should be reducing is Dragoody's. Dragoody's a good card, but I don't particularly... I think that Moon Mirror Shield is literally a better Dragoody's. If I'm being honest, I think it's a better Dragoody's. That plus the barrier statue pretty much wins against everything except for Fire King. So I think that is on the chopping block, Dragoody's. I think Dragoody's for now, as long as I remember to put it back, if anything. Dragoody's could be on the chopping block, but so could Witch of the Black Forest, because in this particular deck, it's not amazing. And then we've got Breaker, which is also, like, I like his stats, but popping a Spawn Trap card isn't the greatest effect ever. But we'll take out Dragoody's just because we've had Dragoody's in there for so long. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm kind of leaning more towards taking out Witch of the Black Forest. Yeah, Witch of the Black Forest and stuff instead. And then we got to go to our these cards right here, our starred cards. And then we'll put wherever Dragoody's. Actually, Dragoody's have been kind of putting in work. There's a lot of cards that we've never gotten a chance to use. Maybe I'll build a dragon deck or something. If you guys have any ideas, maybe this is the episode where I just take some ideas and just start playing your deck, because we are in gold right now. So maybe at the end we'll do that. We'll scroll through, and then if you guys have any decks, we'll build them. Because I never even got to use this, and we have a lot of dragons that are actually quite decent. So maybe I could build that. But let's continue to play this for now. Okay, we just lost the coin flip. Our hand is not that... If I draw a monster that's, like, decent, it's actually not a bad hand. Now, the problem is that they're probably playing Fire King based on the sleeves, based on the icon, based on a lot of things. Yep, they're playing Fire King. And again, we're in gold 5. Like, this... In theory, this shouldn't be happening. This should be... We're playing against morons having fun. That's what we should be playing. It's like, we should be playing, like, our equivalent of deck, except instead of our equivalent of deck, it's like a constructed version of our deck. Like, it should be like goofballs having fun. In theory, we should be playing against, like, I don't know, like some guy like playing like Dogmatica Marincess. Like, oh, I think it'll work. Oh, I don't know, maybe it'll work. Like, that's what we should be playing against. Like, I don't know, like Volcanic Chainburn. Like somebody like having a blast. Like, oh, you know, I think these things go together. Like, you know. But unfortunately, it seems like it's just non-stop constructed tier 0 decks, which is it's tough. It's tough. It's not like I understand this is the state of the game right now. We're just all kind of dealing with it globally, but it is tough when the best card in your deck gets countered by a tier 0 deck. That is tough. And of course, I'm referring to the barrier statue. I mean, this barrier statue has probably given us more wins than any other card in the game. Because it's just sometimes you summon it and they're playing Blue Eyes and they're just like, okay, scoop, and you see the panel start cracking. It's just sometimes that happens. Also, it does get kind of boring to rewatch the same combo, and I'm sure it's boring to, if I wasn't talking, I'm sure you guys wouldn't even watch this, because this is like just watching Snake Eye over and over with Fire Kings, and it's the same combo over and over and over. This is disastrous. And another issue is this hand is a little... If we had gone first, though, I think we could have actually cooked this dude, because Necro Valley is pretty good. There can only be one. It would have stopped a lot of what's going on right now. But I guess we'll have to see how much we can do. And then I was going to go Link Karibo, yeah, do all this stuff. I need to draw a monster badly. I did put in a lot of monsters in this deck, but this isn't bad. We've got Cosmic for the Fire. We have Cosmic for the Fire Island, but the problem is he's got this protection. But this actually would protect it only if it would be destroyed. Would be destroyed by a card effect, but this banishes, so it's fine. And it still does destroy if it's banished. If this card, field zone is destroyed, graveyard, or banished, and its field zone set to graveyard, destroy all monsters. So either way, Cosmic Cycle is actually a perfect counter. Moonmirror Shield is pretty decent. Necro Valley is amazing. So Necro Valley, Moonmirror, Cosmic are great. There can only be one. There can only be one. Is pretty good on the crackback. Iron Dragon Tiamaton. I hope that he summons a monster here. That would be ideal. If he summons a monster right underneath that Link Karibo, I think we're in good shape. But he's playing a Link deck, so it's possible. And he's got both of these areas clogged, so that's nice. He's going to go into Princess. Necro Valley cooks the Princess, so we're good. And what else feels good is that we don't have, like, conflicting effects. Like, we don't have, like, Lightning Storm, so I'm like, oh, I don't want to activate Necro Valley because then I can't, like, there's no, we took that out, which is nice. Alright, so this is our opponent's end board. It doesn't seem like much, but they obviously have a shitload of recursion. So, even though it doesn't seem like much, they have a bunch that they're going to be able to do here. And they're going to be able to play on our turn for longer than they played on their own turn, probably. I need to draw a monster here. I need to draw a monster. It's not a monster. That sucks, but it's fine. Because we do have plays, so that's what's important. Yeah, we still have plays, for sure. I think we go... What interruptions does he have right now? What interruptions does our friend here have? I think we hit him with the Necro Valley. Yeah, we definitely hit him with this Necro Valley first. Yeah, Necro Valley it is. Necro Valley first, because it doesn't really trigger anything, but it prevents floating. Max C, okay. I'll let him draw one. There's nothing I can do about that. It's fine. There's nothing I can do about that particular thing right now. He's not going to be able to play too much on our turn because he does have... We do have some stuff going on here. So next I will... I think I want to pop this column here. So I'll set the memory loss right here. And now I'll activate the Tiamaton. And then I'll also chain Cosmic. Yeah, I'll chain Cosmic now. I'll chain the Cosmic on the Fire King Island. And that should trigger in the next chain. And my monster should trigger in the next chain. So I'll put it here so that we can pop the Sanctuary. So he's going to get banished and all these are going to get destroyed. So all those leave the field, and then Tiamaton gets rocked. Perfect. I mean, that gets rocked, not Tiamaton. He can special summon from the graveyard, but we have Necro Valley, and he is going to be able to special summon this, which is annoying, the Grunix. But, I don't think he added that, so there was no way for me to know that he's got that. I think he just drew that. He can destroy a card in his deck. Yeah, so he can destroy that, and... That's fine. He's going to destroy the Avatar. If this gets destroyed, it does another thing. Special summon one from your hand or graveyard. Then destroy one card on the field. So hopefully he tries to summon... Oh, never mind. No, never mind. He doesn't even do that. We'll go Moonmirror Shield. This card actually doesn't have an effect when floating, which is cool. The Grunix. Yeah, this doesn't really do anything. So we'll just go to battle phase. And we'll just attack over his monsters. So now we have a pretty decent setup here. We have a pretty good setup. All things considered, that was a pretty solid board break. That was a pretty effective... That was like a surgical maneuver there. And I think we're in actually solid shape right now. honestly are. We have a negate, a floodgate, we have Moon Mirror Shield. Add this card to your hand. That's not resolving because there's Necro Valley. We have Necro Valley. Like, this is pretty solid right now against the deck that needs a lot of this stuff. We don't have, and we beat him again. Wow. Back to back. Back to back, like Kobe and Shaq. That was great. That was, we beat Snake Eye back to back. No, like, crutch either. We really actually beat them. Like, that second game, we went second. Everything went wrong. We still cooked them. Like, that was actually, that went exactly how it should have. Where was this last season? 4 legacy tickets. These are the most deserved legacy tickets. This is probably the best game we've ever had in the entire series. I'm not even joking with you. We've had other good games, like, in terms of, it's not the best game we've had. This is the best win we've had, because that was a completely back-to-back against a really competitive deck like that. That's insane. Yeah, again, like, this is a really good build. This is not like one of those, like, goofy builds where we find, like, a 14-card extra deck. We find in the main deck they're playing, like, I don't know, they're playing, like, some, like, dumbass card that doesn't, like that one time where they had, Grassix Screener and a 42-card deck. There's nothing foolish going on here. This is a good, well-built deck. Nothing bad. There's nothing controversial about it. Like, this is like, this, if I saw this at a YCS, I wouldn't even be like, wait a second. Nothing. This is exactly, it's a flawless build. All right, here's a master pack. Again, that was a very well-deserved win. We deserve something good out of that. We'll see. Moon Mirror Shield was pulled out of the last one. Better than the UR we pulled. So, Heroic Challenger. We do have some Heroic Challengers. I don't know if enough to build a deck, but we have some. That's not a bad card, but we already have it. We have that. We have that. Snowman Creator. The Snowman's not bad. This little snowman, but Snowman Creator, I don't know much about him. Alright, so this card basically is removal if your opponent controls 3. No, it's not. This is, like, terrible. Number of water monsters. Yeah, this is, like, you basically have to control 3 water monsters, and then if you place 3 counters on a monster your opponent controls, then you get to pop a card. A lot of setup. Yeah, we have that already. Cubic Rebirth. Another Cubic card. Okay, so this card is actually not bad. Yeah, this card's actually not bad. It's even good with the Barrier Statue. Unlike the other Cubic card, this is actually usable under Barrier Statue. Again, our problem with the Cubics is that we don't pull more Vijoms, because the less Vijoms we have, the less usable the deck actually is. But this card's not bad. Like, generically, this card's actually not bad. Basically, well, we'll go through it. If your opponent attacks you, you can target that monster, and then your opponent special summons more monsters with that same, the exact same monster's name. So let's say they attack you with like an Aluber. They get to summon, because it's Master Duel and semi-limited, another Aluber, and then you get to place cubic counters on both of those Alubers. And obviously cubic counters, they effects are negated, it becomes 0. So that's pretty good. And then also, if you place cubic counters with this, you can special summon a cubic from your hand, which is, again, we only have 1 Vijom, so that's kind of an issue. It's not bad support, and it's, again, if they attack our Barrier Statue, we change their attack to 0 and they summon more. It's really not bad. Plus, cubic negates are permanent negates. Like, the cubic counters are permanent, so even if this card leaves, well, this card's a normal trap, so it's obviously leaving the field, but the point is, it's permanent completely, so this card is actually phenomenal for the Barrier Statue exclusively. The problem is, we have 2 Barrier Statues, and then we have Small World, but there are so many games where we just don't draw the Barrier Statue, and we'll draw the Barrier Statue like attack prevention, and then it doesn't do anything. Marincess Blue Slug is another solid card for Marincess, but obviously it's very heavily archetypal. But we pulled a few doubles and stuff like that, but this is actually quite a good card. Might put that in the anti-meta deck. We'll see about that, but that's not a bad card. Alright, we just lost this coin flip, but again, the hand's not even bad. Like, I can't really complain. This is a solid hand. If we take damage, it's good. Decisive Battle is good. Even if they set up multiple negates, because like even if they negate our stuff, they can't destroy our stuff, which is pretty good. So realistically, it's a pretty solid hand, if I'm going to be honest with you. Our opponent seems to be playing Spellbooks plus Endymions, which means they're going to go very plus. Pendulum is a pretty tough matchup for us, I'm not going to lie. Plus, we're going to be here for a while, let's be honest, because this is Pendulum, and they take 65 years to set up one combo. So we'll be here for a little while watching our opponent play, but hopefully they'll finish sooner than later. And they're going to end on these two. I'll be shocked. I'm shocked. I did not expect that. They're going to activate Spellbook of Judgment, or resolve it, I should say, to add a bunch of stuff. When a monster declares, we negate two. Okay, so he has a monster negate and a... Is it negate and destroy? Okay, cool. And then Servant of Endymion. He's going to add a Spellbook of Secrets and a Spellbook of Knowledge and Spellbook of Power. Okay, sounds about right. Looks about right. And then he's going to special summon that monster out. Okay. So he's got a few things going on here. Let's see. What can I do here? He can definitely negate and destroy my Roachka. Is this once per turn? This negate once per turn? Yes. What does this have? Quick effect. Discard a card. Place one spell counter on each card. Okay. And then this, once per turn, you can remove 3 spell counters per summon one monster from your deck. And place a spell counter on it. Okay. So I gotta be careful here. I want to out this dude before he can summon something crazy. I don't want to just summon Snow. Yeah, if I just summon Snow out, that might be a little dangerous. So I think I'll just, I'll summon Snow. Not activate the effect, because I don't want him to negate it and then destroy it and then put more spell counters on things. So I'll just summon Snow out. No activation. Then we'll go battle phase. And we'll attack over this dude right here. Because he doesn't have any scales right now. So I guess that wouldn't be too bad. So we'll attack this Magister of Endymion. And then main phase 2 will activate Decisive Battle of Goganda. Because I don't want to give him easy access to things if I don't need to. This is, I'm not going to lie, this one's advantage is usually where we lose. And this is about as disadvantageous as a deck can be versus our deck. Like, he can obviously do a lot. I got rid of him, which is good. He's destroyed. Place it as Pendulum. Yeah, sure. Main phase 2. At least he doesn't have the main monster effect. Yeah, this effect. He doesn't have this effect anymore, so I don't have to deal with that. I'm going to activate the Decisive Battle. Then Snow floats, but it's not like we have a ton of things in graveyard. So, it might float, but might not be good enough. The good thing is the cards in our graveyard really don't do anything, which is nice. And then we'll just set 3 and pass. Yeah, set 3 pass should be half decent. So we'll set those Endymion, and then we'll just pass. Yeah, we'll see what we can do here. Alternatively, I could have just activated Decisive Battle and then activated Snow to book something. But the danger is that the other card can just do stuff, which is a little scary. But either way, the same thing pretty much happened. Harpy's Feather Duster. I'm just going to activate Decisive Battle of Goganda. I'm not going to waste a judgment on it. Why did that trigger? Yeah, okay. Oh. Phew! That scared me for a second there. I was like, wait a second. Oh my god. Alright, that kind of scared me. Yeah. They drew the lucky card, but we did draw. We have both of our outs to Harpy's Feather Duster, which is quite nice. I wish we had our Floodgates, because Floodgates actually demolish this deck. So we'll let them activate the Magical Institution. I'll save this probably for a Pendulum summon. I think that's probably the best thing to do with that. Add a Spellbook. See, that's fine. It's either Crystron, not Crystron, the other dude. The Metal Foes Electromite, I'll save it for, or a Pendulum summon. Again, this will let him draw cards, but he's already got everything. Actually, I can feed his chain, but there's no point because he literally already searched. I saw him search it, so it'd be stupid to negate this because he already has the card that he would search anyway. He's gonna add Spellbook of Mastery, whatever. It's not as dangerous as the ones he's already got. Alright, yeah, he's gonna hit us with the Knowledge. Alright, so he's removing a bunch of counters and he's gonna special summon a monster. And then place a spell counter on it. But I do have Fiendish Chain, where he's going to add this to hand. I do have Fiendish Chain, I do have Ferret Flame, stuff like that. So I do have some cool things. Judgment. He's going to activate the Endymion. He's going to remove 6 spell counters, special summon this dude. The Endymion man. We actually do have the Jackal. Crazy enough. It's a UR, and it's one of the better cards in this archetype, and we do actually have it. It's going to summon this dude out, and then his monster effect, I think he negates... I always mix him up with the Jackal King, but his monster, I think he's going to target cards. He's going to target 4 cards. I guess I can't respond to anything. I guess it does it on summon. So I guess we got cooked there. Nothing we could have realistically done, except for maybe negate this, but it happens. What can you do? All right, so we just won the coin flip, and it's not a bad hand at all. Chaosai, Dragoodies, Necro, Forbidden Droplets, goes in Mash. I mean, that's pretty solid. I can't really complain. It's a pretty good hand against most decks. I think we just drop the Chaosai onto the board. He's gonna stop certain things. I mean, he does a fraction of what Necro Valley already does. Then we'll drop the Droplets and goes in. I think we just pass here. This is a pretty decent hand. We'll see where it gets us. Our opponent's gonna activate. That's a funny card. Meteor of Destruction, which is it inflicts 1,000. So I guess we're playing in some kind of burn deck. That kind of means that if this is like a classic burn, means that the Necro Valleys are probably going to be useless, and so is the Gozen, and so is, yeah, they're playing like a classic like ancient Legend of Blue Eyes build of burn. They've got Uzaki, Meteor of Destruction. Our best bet to beat them is just to summon as many monsters as we can and just attack. That is the only way we can probably beat them. Might be playing a chain burn element to it too. Mirror Forces, I don't know. Okay, both players lose 1,000 and draw 1 card. Okay, so that doesn't really help. And I guess, yeah, the card's revealed permanently. So they get to see our barrier statue, and we get to see their attack and receive. An attack and receive, he just set this. Now I know it's gotten set. But this card's... Alright, so we're already down. This is a little scary. He's setting more stuff, probably dimensional... Fissure, not dimensional, I forget what it's called. The one where we attack and we take the damage, that card. Not Magic Cylinder. It doesn't negate the attack, it just makes us take the damage. So let's try to make things happen here. We got to get as many monsters up. Here comes this ant. This self-destruct ant. If this card's destroyed by battle card, inflict 1,000. So you might just crash this. He probably should just set it, but probably just gonna crash this and then make us both take 1,000 again. Yep, he's gonna go to battle phase. Should just been a little more patient. So that's fine. He's gonna attack, and that's gonna activate, and we're both gonna take a stack. Oh no, it's only me. I only take 1,000. I guess he would have taken 1,000 if he would have flipped. So he took 200, but I took 1,000. He should have just set it, and we would have taken 2,000. Alright, so Endymion's pretty good here. Yeah, he's pretty decent in this situation. I think we summon him out. We'll activate his effect. Try to get to some Cosmic Cyclone, stuff like that. That would be nice. He's gonna activate Fire Darts. Roll. Yep. I remember I used to have this card when I was a kid as an ultimate. I remember I pulled it in a target. I was just like so excited. It looks like such a cool card, but it's actually very underwhelming. Roll the dice 3 times, and then you do some burn damage. But if they have no cards in hand, and then I'm not going to chain anything to anything right now. Path of Destiny. Both players toss a coin. If the result is heads, they gain 2,000. If the result is tails, they take 2,000 damage. I don't know which coin toss here is mine and his, so he took 2, I gained 2. I'll take it. And then he's gonna do some damage to us. So he's gonna do 1,200. Okay. So I know the last card is attack and receive. That I know for sure because he said it. So now we'll just go Endymion and start making plays. I think we just equip 23 and then do more damage this way. Yeah, we'll just equip the 23 monster. And we'll just... Actually, this destroys any continuous spell card. When face-up spell... Yeah, so I'm going to activate this. And we're actually going to destroy Necro Valley because it's doing absolutely nothing in this matchup anyway. Because he's playing a burn deck and it doesn't really matter. We'll put back Fire Barrier statues. Again, doing nothing in this matchup. Yeah, we can't really Pendulum Summon, but, I mean, it's a monster, so it may come in handy later. So we'll just go to battle phase and attack with what we've got. And he's going to do attack and receive now. We're very close to winning here. Very close, so... Depending on what they draw, this could be it. We have attack and receive, so we take 7, and then we attack again. A lot of high rolling cards here, a little very risky business, and I think we just. I mean, I might as well make a Time Thief here. I might as well make Time Thief just in case, because Time Thief is great against these matchups. So we'll just go Time Thief because he's just too good not to make here, because he takes cards off the top, and then he does all kinds of stuff. So I think we just make Time Thief, and whatever he draws will be good for us. So he's going to draw... Oh yeah, every card we draw from now on because of this. Gorilla Kite. If this card's sent to the graveyard, I'll inflict 500. Okay. This duel's over, pretty much. This duel's over. There's nothing that he can do. He's not beating a Time Thief with these idiotic cards. Funny thing is, we actually have this Gorilla Kite too, but I've never found a use for it. I guess in a Link deck of some kind, it's decent. It's a Fiend, Tuner, level 4. It's like decent stat-wise. Like, stats are good, level's good, attributes good, tuner's good. Like, a lot of the aspects of this card are actually quite good. Other than the fact that it just isn't really all that great overall. So he's going to summon this. I'm just going to activate Time Thief. I already know what he's got, so might as well activate Redoer, and I'm going to put the Gorilla Kite back on the top of his deck. And that's it, just the Gorilla Kite. So we're going to do this, put the Gorilla Kite away, and that should wrap up the duel for us. Alright, and just like that, we're just going to enter the battle phase. I got some dailies done while I had my opponent on the ropes anyway. I activated some trap cards, some spells, Link Summon, did some other stuff. Gotta get those dailies done. We got that easy win against a questionable opponent. 1 legacy ticket. Alright, this is what our opponent was playing. Basically playing like kind of like an old school burn deck. Decently interesting stuff, right? This Chain Energy is a really good card, but they didn't draw it. They should have 3 of that. And less of some of this other random stuff, but definitely 3 of this would be really scary. Okay, let's see how this goes. Let's see how another Master Pack would go. Hoping for big changes here. Let's see. We've got a card we have, Battle Wasp, more insect support, Infernoble Knight. I can't really do much with that. Mekanko card. Yeah, I don't think I can really do anything with this card. I don't have enough of that stuff. Archfiend card, can't really do much with that. Lady of the Lake, more Noble Knight support. TG card and Ancient Gearbox is a good card in Ancient Gears, but we obviously don't really need that right now. It is a good card in that archetype, like quite good. Very good for the rarity that it is. I don't think we'll ever actually be able to use this card, unfortunately. Maybe in our we do have a Earth Machine, kind of like we have like 6-7 decent cards. Maybe we could use that. This card, I don't think does anything useful for us. No, I don't think Dart the Hunter does anything. There are some that are good, but I don't think that any of these are good. The Searcher's good. This one right here, and then the one that's just a free special summon. This is when you control an insect. There's one that you can just special summon and then you're locked into insects, but either way, I don't think any of these are really going to be usable for. I think we have one of the larger monsters too, the Synchros, but again, we can't really use them. But not a lot of new cards here out of this one. All right, we just won this coin flip. Pretty solid hand, actually, considering everything. This is a pretty solid hand. I think we'll do the usual thing where we make a Time Thief and then summon Cashier Ogre. Actually, we don't need to do that because none of these cards conflict. All right, perfect. So we just special summon Cashier Ogre out just right off the bat, and then we'll normal summon out Endymion right away. We'll special summon out Run Ryu. Again, they don't conflict, which is cool. These are cool because they're like post summon special summons, so we don't have to play around like we don't have to play around like, oh, we have to summon this or this. Like that. That is actually quite good. So now we're going to activate, equip, go with this, activate this, and we're going to hit him with the Zora actually now because this deck plays Zora. And then we'll go ahead and activate Destroy, hoping to draw into some sort of back row. So let's see. Yep, that's back row. I think we'll just... Snow doesn't really do anything in this matchup at the moment. But it is a very good card. And the Zora, I think Zora will be more useful on this follow-up. So, because I'm going to be able to summon the Endymion back and do stuff with that. So we'll just go Time Thief here. We'll go Time Thief plus Kashtira plus a Floodgate. That is... It can come up, but it can also be not that great. But then we have Cosmic Cyclone. So, overall, I'd say this is a solid end board with our deck. It's not the worst, it's not the best, but it certainly could have been a lot worse. So, we've got Super Grave, and if they active monster effects, and Time Thief plays well with Kashtira Ogre. Nice little control game going on here. Cosmic Cyclone's a good card. We'll see how much that comes up, but it's obviously very good in a lot of matchups. A lot of decks now rely on... Okay, that's weird. Sangan. That could be anything. Thank God Sangan does not trigger under a Time Thief. Thank God. And hopefully that's like a Sangan that was a one-of that they were expecting to summon off a tour guide. That is the hope. But yeah, we'll see. Cosmic Cyclone does have a lot of cards that it's just good at. There's a lot of field spells that just need to remain on field to resolve their effects. So we'll see if that comes up. Okay, my opponent is setting a monster. Okay, that's something. They're setting a monster. They either bricked or they're a fool. I don't know what happened yet. Or they're playing Subterror. Or Penguins. We'll see. And they're going to go straight to the end phase. Okay, fair enough. I will actually activate Time Thief in his end phase. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to put the Endymion in the graveyard so that Zorora can do a lot of different things. So now we'll resolve it, bring him back immediately, and we'll go back to our turn. Again, our opponent has pretty much nothing. I could have saved it, but it's fine. Moon Mirror Shield's not bad either. Because no matter what they have, I can essentially guarantee that I'll get over it. It's just cool. So we'll grab a monster, Exodia. Wow, what do we have here? Mr. Exodia. So we'll go activate Zora. Equip the Iowas, and then we will activate this to bring back this dude right here. And unfortunately his effects are negated, so it doesn't matter. But let's see, what can we summon that would help? I don't think there's anything that we can really summon that would help. I mean, maybe Pit Knight, but we don't really have the zones to summon Pit Knight in a decent situation. Yeah, as right now, it wouldn't be worth summoning a Pit Knight, so I'm not going to summon Pit Knight. But I think we just straight up go to battle. I think we just go to battle here. I have a rough idea of what our opponent has face down. I think what our opponent has face down is a Sangan or Witch of the Black Forest. They're going to add an Exodia piece. We do have an Exodia piece under our Time Thief. As long as we keep it there, they cannot win. So, as long as we're able to do that, if I can banish another Exodia piece off a Kashtira Ogre, again, I'm pretty sure we win if we banish another one. Yeah, we have a really good... Why are they playing more than 40 cards in an Exodia deck? Alright, whatever. We'll just attack. Yes, we'll activate this effect on Declaration. And if I see an Exodia piece, it is done for that Exodia piece. Jackpot 7, Holding Arms, Harpy's Feather Duster. Okay, I kind of want to banish this, but Jackpot 7 is a dead card, so I think I will just banish this. Target one Exodia monster, send one forbidden one. If I can Kashtira Ogre. I'm actually a little scared of this card. This card is actually kind of annoying, so I'm going to go ahead and banish that. And yeah, I think that's good enough. So we'll attack over that and attack again. Oh, okay, we did some damage, so now they're activating an effect. But at least we got to use the Cashier Ogre. I don't know what effect they're activating right now. I'm going to activate the Millennium Seeker. Okay, that's fine. And then we'll just attack, I guess, with the next monster. Yeah, we'll just attack with the next monster. I guess I already attacked with Time Thief, and that's now this dude's gone. Moon Mirror I'll just leave in hand if I need to use it later. I think we just actually... I think we just pass here. I don't want to get rid of this, and I don't want to get rid of this, so... I don't really see a monster that I can really summon. I would make Pit Knight, but again, it's arrows. The way they point aren't the best right now. If I can get 2 more monsters on board, I can get into like Code Virus. I could definitely go with that. All right, so we'll activate Time Thief, and we'll grab Holding Arms off the top of their deck. I do know that they have a Harpy's Feather Duster coming up, which is scary. That card is always a problem for us, but I think I'll be able to attack, or they'll activate a monster effect before that happens. Okay, they're going to activate Jackpot 7 to put it back, so they're going to shuffle their deck anyway. This guy's got every win condition, I think, all on one deck. This is actually kind of funny. This is like win condition, man. Monster Reborn. Alright. Let's see who it's on. Is it my monsters? His monsters? Sangan. Okay. Again, the good thing is that we have the right leg of the Forbidden is underneath our Time Thief. So even he can't possibly get all of the pieces right now because we have one of the pieces hostage, which is great. And then if we can banish another piece off of the Cashier, I don't think he realizes that we have one of the pieces either. I don't think he's understood that yet. I don't think he's understood that yet. So let's activate Time Thief, and we'll grab a Holding Arms, Holding Legs. Okay, sure. So I think we just special out an Ari Fire. We'll flip this dude to attack mode. He's still negated. Let's see. We can definitely do some stuff. I think we just go to battle. Like, I don't really see the need to do anything else. We don't need to get dramatic. We don't need to get creative. We don't need to get intelligent. I think we just go right to battle. Just attacking over things. I think that's our best bet. I should have equipped the Moon Mirror Shield to an Ari Fire, but I mean, it's too late now. We'll see what he searches here. He could search an attack block, or he can search a piece. He's searching pieces still, not realizing what's going on. Alright, so we'll attack with an Ari Fire. Yep, the Millennium Seeker. He added back, so now we'll attack with Cashier Ogre. Yep, we'll activate this. Again, if we just banish one piece, this duel it's solidified. We won this duel. If we just banish any one piece, that's fine. That's not fine. I think we just banish this. Yeah, goodbye. And we'll just attack over that, and we'll attack again, and it's game. Yeah, I don't, unless our opponent has something, that's okay, that's the game. That was like a classic Exodia deck. I haven't seen an Exodia deck like that in a very, very long time. A nice break from Fire King format, or Fire King, whatever it's called, Fire King Snake Eye format. We're in Gold 4. So this is what our opponent was playing. They were playing an Exodia deck of sorts, with a lot of different, like, Jackpot 7 and like other win conditions in it. If I knew that my opponent was playing a goofy fun deck like this, I wish I could like match it and then also play a goofy fun deck. But the problem is, when I go in there with a goofy fun deck, I play against Snake Eye and then I just lose, so I can't like goof off and have fun. But yeah, if I had known in advance that I was playing this guy, I probably would load up one of our like very, very bad decks and try to duke it out. Okay, here's a master pack. Let's open this up. Let's see what we get. It's not glowing, but that's not an issue. Not for me. Not whatsoever. So let's see what we've got here. Red-Headed Oni, Phantom Knights card, Sunvine card, Dawn Thousand. We just played against this. Worm. Okay. Blizzard, Falcon, and Swords at Dawn. Absolutely terrible pack. What Exodia piece do we have? We pulled the same Exodia piece twice. What are the chances? And then we've got this. We saw what this does. Actually, no, this isn't even the same card. Dawn Thousand's Throne. Yeah, this isn't even the same card, but we already have it anyway. But we've been pulling a lot of repeats, which is cool because that means that our good cards we can also pull repeats of. But you know, we'll have to wait for that. All right, so the last few games were actually against some goofy decks. So I was like, you know what, I'll just give it a try. I'll actually play a game against. I'll play a game using a deck that is just kind of fun. So I'll try it. Let's do it. Hopefully we keep playing against nonsense goofy decks. On a side note, I didn't realize I pulled a full play set of Left Arm of Exodia, but right here I rebuilt the normal monster combo deck. I've always found this deck to be really fun because you can combo off on and on and on. I think that's a really cool playstyle. Also, we have the Tenyis now. We have more Tenyis. We can definitely make it in Tria Beast if we draw right. And all these other cards like Coral Dragon, and Psyframe, and Transcendosaurus, and Time Thief. And then we have Ib, the World Chalice, Priestess, which is kind of cool. And we have the Pit Knight Earl, which we can set up a lot early, which we can set up a lot easier. We also have Snow and some other stuff. We have a few Floodgates to follow up with, but I think it's a cool deck, so let's go play it. All right, we just won the coin flip, thankfully, and I forgot to switch decks. I just completely forgot to switch decks. All right, that's fair enough, but the hand's not too bad, so we'll go ahead and activate Tenyi Shathana, summon that out in defense, because it's 2,000 defense, and then we'll summon out Barrier Statue, because we have Gozen, and we'll go, well, not Gozen, we have Judgment, so I think we just pass on. This isn't too bad. This is pretty solid. We haven't won by Barrier Statue in quite some time. You got to hope they're playing not a fire deck, because then we lose if they are playing a fire deck. Vaalmonica is definitely not a fire deck, so that's good. And Vaalmonica monsters from the main deck are generally pretty. They're going to add the Angelo Vaalmonica, and that is fine with me. So they're going to take a Vaalmonica deck, place it in your Pendulum zone. Cool, whatever. Gozen actually does beat the Vaalmonica deck because I believe they're all different attributes, or light and dark, so it does actually beat them. Gain 500, take 500 damage. Yeah, this is fine. So they're going to use one of those two effects. Yep, they're going to take 500 and they're going to add a Vaalmonica spawn trap card. We'll see if they have an out to the Barrier Statue, but if they do, we do have the Judgment for it, so we'll have to see. They're going to activate this. Let's see, what does this do? Gain 500. Okay, so neither of these out our Barrier Statue either, so that's good with me. So they're going to send in Vaalmonica card to the graveyard. They're going to send the Silatris. Add this card to his hand. Sure thing. It's a water monster, which is fine with me. And he's going to, I don't know what this is, an inherent special summon? It is. Oh, it's a normal summon, but it looked fancy. Okay, so I think we have to Judgment this, because then we lock them into... we'll keep the Barrier Statue up for another turn, and then I don't think he's going to be able to do much else, so that gets destroyed. That was the normal summon. They gave a normal summon. They gave an animation to a really weak monster, so it makes it look like he special summoned something, and in reality, he just kind of normal summoned it. All right, let's see. That doesn't do anything in this matchup, but Gozen does a lot in this matchup, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll go with the Endymion. We'll start equipping stuff to it. We'll activate. Yep, Endymion. Yep, sure. And we'll go with... We can't game him this turn anyway. Yeah, we just cannot game right now. So I think we just go with the Artemis. Do our usual thing with the Artemis. So we'll just search Zora. And then we will activate the pop. And we just gotta hope to draw something that protects the Barrier Statue. Snow doesn't really do much, but does more than Grave, because Grave, in this matchup, I don't think they have any high-level monsters, right? Related cards. Yeah, it just is a worthless card in this matchup. It does nothing, so we'll just put that back. We'll flip this. I mean, 200 damage. Is that even worth it? Alright, we can go Barrier Statue. Suship. We can go Suship. And attack that. Does he have any fires? No, he doesn't. Pit Knight Earl. I forgot that was fire. That's cool, but I don't think that helps. He never ashed us, so he doesn't have any fires. He has this in graveyard. I didn't realize. I think the Yeah, I think this is probably the best card to go with. So summon this out, and it's a fire. So now, which card do we want to pop? This is making us lose attack. This isn't really doing much. It immediately link summons. Target on monster, opponent controls, take control of it. Okay, so this can steal our barrier statue and other cards. So I guess we go to battle now with what we have. Just attack them directly, and then we'll destroy the one with the counters on it. Because the counters are how this deck basically plays. So we'll just destroy that, and then we'll attack. Plus he'll stop dropping our attack. And I think that should be good, and then we'll just end phase here. Pit Knight Earl, like I said, you have to have a little bit more of a setup for Pit Knight Earl. If we had 4 monsters, I probably would have gone into it. If he had a Hida, if he had something in his graveyard, I think it would have been really good. It would have been really useful. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're just kind of sitting here. The hope is that he summons a really weak monster. That's the hope. But unfortunately, he can get over the barrier statue in this one. But we do have Gozen Match to follow up. It's going to activate another one. Okay, he's going to add a Vaalmonica monster. That's cool. He's going to add the Water Vaalmonica. And this, I believe, searches on summon. Yeah, if this is normal or pendulumed. Add a Vaalmonica card. That's fine. We got to be ready with the Gozen because he is locked into waters right now. That is awesome for us. He's going to add the wedding Vaalmonica card. Okay, special summon. What does this do? 1 Vaalmonica monster from your deck. Can activate monsters except if you control a non-pendulum monster, take 2 Vaalmonica, add 1 to your hand, the other one face up pendulum, face up extra deck. I guess we'll see which one he does, and then we'll Gozen Match right after. If he, yeah, he can take 2. So he's going to place 1, and then he's going to activate. He's going to be able to activate the other one. That's fine. We do have Gozen, like I said. Gozen's pretty good with the water one on board. And I think now we activate the Gozen. I activate the Gozen now because he won't be able to pendulum summon number 1, and number 2 he'll be locked under waters. And it'll slow down the game state a lot for us. If he's going to take out our barrier statue finally. But he is locked under waters now, so even if he could, he really can't do much. So the Babel, Orchestrated Babel, he does have the Orchest in graveyard right now. Now this is dangerous because the Orchestrated Babel, oof, that's like perfect. I was gonna say this card's dangerous because it lets him, like, if I destroy by battle and then he has this, he can actually start activating its effects. That's good. This lets me pop a Vaalmonica and a Cosmic and this, so I get to pop 2 cards. So we'll go Cosmic, banish this before he can activate it because he's under Gozen right now. We'll summon Zorora. Unfortunately, we won't be able to use the effect of Zorora to summon from graveyard, but it's fine because we'll gain 1,000 on Zorora. We can't use that, and then we'll just go to battle phase with these 2, and we'll attack over this Vaalmonica, and that should be exactly game if we do this right. So we'll pop this, and that should be game. Yeah, that should take us to the victory. Wow, okay, that is exactly game. We played that out as good as we possibly could have, and that is really good. I wasn't even intending to play this. I was trying to switch decks, and somehow I played against a 1 legacy ticket. All right, so here we've got a master pack. Let's see what's in it. Let's hope for something good. It's glowing, but again, as you guys, we've been fooled so many times by a yellow glow. We'll see. Monarch card, can't use that. Another red. Didn't we pull that this episode or like last episode? We've been pulling this. Infernal, can't really do anything with that. XYZ block, this is our second copy. Tiny Dangle card, okay. Green Dustin, can't do anything with that. And I guess this is somewhat playable. I don't know how many of these we really have, but I guess this is, do we have Boxy? I don't remember what we have. We have a few of these, but I don't think anything too playable, but that is a tuner, so that's good. And it's not a bad card for sure. Not a bad card for sure. Let's see what this is. We've got Supreme Seamare, which is actually a good card for if you're playing what's that deck called? I don't know. Tearlaments. It's a decent card for Tearlaments. Send an Aqua Monster to the graveyard. During the end phase, you can tribute this card, target Aqua Monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Neither effect is bad. I would argue both effects are good. It is basically, it replaces a copy of Tearlament Reinhardt. It basically it has a similar effect because you can just like send on summon. So if you don't draw Reinhardt, you get to do this. It's not a bad card at all. It's just not really usable for us. Really, it doesn't accomplish anything that I can think of. I don't think it accomplishes anything. If we had the Tearlament, so this would be pretty sick. All right, we just won the coin flip, so that's pretty cool. Pretty decent hand, honestly. This is I remember to switch decks, which is good. We'll activate the B Trooper Descent. This card's good. It's just a generic, just an absolutely generic. Get the special summon a token for no reason. That's cool. No restriction. Just get to summon it. That's pretty good. And then we'll go and make a Link Spider. Immediately, we're going to activate it to summon Mystical Elf. When's the last time somebody said summon Mystical Elf? Probably never. We'll summon that out. We don't have any back row to like back us up here, but we do have some other stuff. Okay, so we've got a few different plays. Let's see. What are we going to do here? I think we go Goblinberg next for sure. Summon it out here so the columns don't get weird on us, right? We'll summon out Goblinberg, and we'll hit him with this, I think. Yeah, well, I think we'll hit him with this. I'm trying to summon the right cards here. We can also go Snow, just to have that in graveyard available to us. Actually, I'll probably go Snow. We'll summon it. We'll put out Snow, and then I think that we can go a few different things. We can go definitely Time Thief. We can go Pit Knight Earl. We can go Time Thief. We can go Crusader Avermax with some protection. Actually, I think we can do a few different things. So I think we go Imduct here. Yeah, we'd go Imduct. And then we will use Imduct for some things. Oh, we're getting Nibiru. Alright, so our opponent definitely has Nibiru. Or maybe they have something else. But that if they do have Nibiru, this will be really funny. Because the last time that we played this deck, literally the first duel in, we got Nibiru. Which is insane because we generally don't get Nibiru. But yeah, things happen. Let's we'll go Land for Lankus, I think. To save some of the other stuff for later. We'll go Land for Lankus here. Alright, we'll go Land for Lankus. And then we'll activate the effect of this dude. We can summon out the World Chalice Guard Dragon. Not that we really needed to, but it's fine. Summon that out. We still had our normal summon. Now we'll go and summon out. I guess we can go Pit Knight here. Yeah, I guess we can go Pit Knight with Crusader Avermax, but Crusader Avermax doesn't have any effects that. I mean, I guess when he attacks, we can. Yeah, we can do that. We'll try it out just because we're trying new things out. We'll go these two. And we'll summon it here, so Crusader Avermax they'll be pointing to each other. And then we will activate the effect of the World Chalice Guard Dragon to summon back the Mystical Elf. And we get Bestialed. Oof, that's what it was. It was a Bestial. That I didn't expect. How many cards do we have in graveyard? Not enough to make this worth it. God damn, I didn't expect a Bestial. I did not expect a Bestial. I don't even know what to really do. I mean, I guess we can just end on... I guess we just end on a Crusader Avermax, I guess. Not what I wanted, but it's what happens. Yeah, what can you do? Mystical Elf got targeted by a Bestial. This is what happens when I try to play a fun deck. When I play like a goofy deck, yeah, this always something goes wrong. I don't think there's a way to get to. Okay, so we can get to. Yeah, I think we just go Crusader Avermax here. I think that's our best bet. Yeah, I guess we should go Crusader Avermax. Not the ending that I wanted to see here, but I mean, I think we had a cool board set up there if they hadn't gone into one other thing. So, and then I guess we have a Crusader Avermax with the Snow to protect it. I think that's good enough. We'll just end on that. Our opponent probably has another Bestial or something else. I don't know what else they could have, but it does suck. The Bestial did stop us there, but I can't really complain. We've got Bestial, so They're playing Kashtira. Okay. Kashtira. Crusadia Max is pretty good against Kashtira until they summon the Kashtira. We'd have to get rid of Crusadia Avermax in order for the snow to really be usable. So that's a problem. Crusadia Avermax, like I said, is a pretty decent card against Kashtira, but the problem is if they can get to an Arise Heart, he can just banish face down anyway. So that's a problem. But if he can't get to that, then we're in good shape here. Now the good thing is he also has a monster on board, so he can't really special summon right now. Okay, what do we have here? 6 plus 3 is 9. I'm very curious about where this is going. Does he play a level 9 Synchro? If he maybe he thought this was a 7? I don't know. What is this dude playing? Okay. What is his Bone Archfiend? This is some goofiness right now. He's going to send a branded card, because of course he plays it in this deck. What would you even send? A branded, probably a Bestial or a branded. I guess he can send. He actually has the branded regained. Okay. So is my opponent playing the Jack Atlas deck with Bestials, which makes sense. That already makes sense. And then Kashtira? Is that the deck right now? And he's going to send a tuner. Again, I wish I could... If I had just one more monster, I would love to use the freaking snow. I would have booked something with... I probably would have booked this dude with snow, and I would have just ended all of this. But unfortunately, snow right now would just be terrible. It's because he banished this one. It really threw everything off, actually. We would have ended on a Pit Knight plus Crusadia Avermax. Plus, we would have had 7 targets for snow. It would have been actually like really sick, but that Bestial did come in handy. I can't even say anything. Alright, he's going to Synchro 8 into Scar. Yeah, this sucks. This dude, he can destroy as many special summon monsters on the field as possible and then take 500 damage. I think I'm going to let this resolve, because that way I get to... I have no choice but to let this resolve, because then at least I get to shuffle his monster away. Yeah, if I activate snow, then I just get nothing out of it anyway. I'm going to do that. We're going to activate it immediately. We're going to shuffle his monster away, assuming he doesn't draw something crazier. So we're going to shuffle this away. I mean, it's the best thing I had there. Kashtira Unicorn. That's the other half of the deck. That sucks. And then he's going to do that. I could have booked it, but he's going to activate the weird effects anyway. If I activate the effect to summon, he's going to activate the effect to banish a card out of my extra deck anyway. He's going to go Crimson Gaia. Alright, he's going to go to battle phase, and he's going to be able to take one of our monsters out. His attack, his natural attack is 21. I think now I can just activate the snow. I feel comfortable activating it now. Banish everything. 6... 7, and we'll banish everything, and we'll summon out Fairy Tale Snow, and we'll book his monster. And the next turn, if we draw a level 4, we can maybe make a time thief if he doesn't banish it, but we'll see. It just depends on what he gets to. Okay, Zeta's going to get banished. Okay, that's fine. So now we're activating Snow, and we're going to book this face down. And now hopefully if we draw level 4, I think we've got some plays to make here. Bestial again. I mean, I don't have anything in the graveyard, but I guess he can Bestial his own card and then attack over my monster. Alright, so that's gone. I don't think that there's anything that I can possibly draw that will get me out of this hole. I guess we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what it is, but we'll see. End phase. Yep. He definitely won the advantage game there. Yeah, Mad Dog of Darkness is not going to help us this game. Yeah, unfortunately, that Bestial really did hurt. Alright, so here's what our opponent was playing. I don't know what to say here. I mean, he opened the Pressure Planet. He only had 2 Kashtira cards. And he opened one of them. That was pretty sick. He opened them. He only had 2 of them, but he opened them. I don't even know why he's playing the cash. Like, I'm looking at this. I don't really get it. I don't get it. Maybe one of you guys get it. I don't get this. Why is the Kashtira even here? Like, a pressurized planet to search 1 Kashtira, and then he had the other Kashtira card, the spell card, that lets him normal summon level 7s. I mean, what level 7s does he have to summon other than the 1 Kashtira? You guys see something I'm not seeing? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I don't know how these people do this, but I'm not really seeing what's happening on this. I don't get it. All right, so we just lost the coin flip. Unfortunately, we actually drew the brick, which is, we only have 1 brick, and it's Revival Golem in the entire deck. It's kind of sad that we drew this because obviously you do not want to draw the brick. Because Miracle Rupture, if we've got it, if we draw Miracle, we drew the brick and the card that recovers the brick. Our opponent's playing Gusto. Okay, that is interesting. To tell you I'm down is an understatement. Gusto, I am down to play against Gusto. So we'll go B Trooper, Descent first. What is Miracle Rupture even going to send? Oh, it sends the, we have the Adamantipator in the deck, so I guess we could send that. It's send from hand, from deck, so it's not really good for us. So we'll activate the Skull Invitation. That can hurt us. That can definitely hurt us. We're going to be sending shit to the graveyard a lot. We'll summon out the token. Token does not go to graveyard. It just vanishes. That's cool. Skull Invitation. This actually does burn us. So we'll go Link Spider. We'll summon this right here. And we'll summon the Sabersaurus. So we'll summon the Sabersaurus out. And just to be clear here, you can target 1 Gusto monster in your graveyard. I'm gonna... Okay, so what do I do next here? Alright, we still had some plays to make. We still have not normal summoned, right? No, we haven't, so that's fine. So here we'll do some tricks. We'll go Reaper Docus. We'll do some damage to ourselves. Whatever, man. We'll go Reaper Docus. We'll normal summon out Revival Golem. And we'll change him. Change the monster type. Yeah, type. We'll change the monster type to Spellcaster, wherever that is. Yeah, we'll change it to Spellcaster. And then we'll special summon out the Archfiend of Nefariousness. And now we will continue our onslaught here. Again, it's unfortunate we drew that 1 card, but it's not the world. It's not the end of the world, I should say. We can go the... Time Thief isn't bad against these. I like Time Thief in these weird-ass back row matchups, but I don't want to get too crazy here, so let's... I think we'll just go Avermax, because Avermax is safe. Avermax and Time Thief are both safe. I think it's cool that we're summoning both of these monsters. We'll get burned some more, and then we'll summon out the Crusader Avermax, because he puts in work. So we'll go Crusader Avermax, my favorite boss monster of all time. And we'll get burned 1 last time, and we'll just go to... Does this float in any way? Alright, nope, it doesn't float in any way. Let's go to battle phase, and we'll just attack over his monster. Yep, we'll take that. They're going to take some more damage, courtesy of their own card. I think we just Necro Valley, throw a Necro Valley on top of that, and just pass. It's not too bad. Miracle Rupture. Unfortunately, we drew that. We don't have any way to shuffle anything back. Yeah, we have exactly 7 cards in the graveyard. See, this would have been awesome with snow last turn, because then we would have had snow on top of everything, but unfortunately we did not, because they have the Bestial. Bestials are really good against certain decks. Like, it's like a DD Crow special summon search. It's like, it does so much. It's why we've been doing so well with the Bestial that we have. But we have Necro Valley to protect against it. I definitely don't want to do that. Nope, I don't want to pop my Crusader Avermax for a Archfiend of Nefariousness. And I can't even do it, too, because of that. Okay, we drew the Mecha Phantom Beast card. This card's actually not bad usually because it gives us a free token. But the issue is that the token is not really too useful right now. Yeah, it's not really too useful right now because we don't have a Link Spider anymore. He's gonna... What did he just do? If your opponent summons a monster in defense, banish that monster. That's crazy. Well, that sucks for us. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing else to really do here. Battle phase. Let's go. Hopefully it's not an Ash Blossom. Nope, it's a Tuning Warrior. So our opponent's playing some funny stuff right now, and then we'll attack. They're almost winning here. We'll go straight to the end phase. They can't attack anything except for Crusader Avermax, which is cool. This is honestly like one of my favorite decks that we've created, but it kind of, something always goes wrong with it. Something always goes wrong. Like we play against Abystial, we get Nibiru, like something that never happens whenever we run this deck. Smashing Ground. Okay. Well, this monster has no defense, so it doesn't get destroyed, but we both get burned again. This guy, like, this is the type of person that should be in Silver 5. Like, this guy should be nowhere near us right now. We should be playing against goofy decks like ours, but nothing this bad. Nefariousness, nope. I'm definitely not activating that effect. Not at all. Photon Thrasher's dead. The funny thing is, this is the only special summon that requires nothing on the field that I have in the deck. It's kind of crazy that we drew it. This deck I built such a long time ago, and I made some additions to it, but not too many. But we need to actually, we got to probably add the Kashtira monster to this. Oh, we got to take some stuff out. Like, we have to rebuild it probably a little more. But like I said, it was just one of these decks. You just kind of spit out a Crusadia Avermax, and then you draw a Floodgate. Doesn't matter which one, but Crusadia Avermax plus a Floodgate is usually not too bad. Sometimes this deck can make Crusadia Avermax plus Time Thief, which is even better. He just keeps setting, and I keep not drawing monsters despite having this called normal monster mash with a bunch of monsters. Alright, let's see. Monster. Okay, Mystical Elf. We'll do. We'll take it. Alright, so we'll attack his face down. Yep, good thing I didn't attack with that Mystical Elf. The good thing is he keeps setting monsters and taking 3 from his own card, which is, like, great for me. Mr. Tony Blevins. Good for him. Like, he's burning us both, but I guess he's maybe he's playing a Masochist deck too. I don't know. Maybe he is a Masochist and he got way up high like this. It's possible. I mean, this looks like a Masochist deck to me. Now that I'm looking at a double trap, that seems like, because it doesn't seem like a bot. Like a bot wouldn't be playing this stuff. Like a bot, you know what bots do? They just do stupid stuff. Like they'll attack. Right now he can't attack anything but Magnetic Crusader Max, but I don't think he understands that. But you see, a bot would not have stopped this attack. I think this guy might be a Masochist, but he might just be a person having a little too much fun. So we'll go end phase, going to mill 2 cards. Yeah, this could very, very well be a Masochist. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. This could be a Masochist or just kind of like a newer player. I guess we'll see. We got the Witch of the Black Forest. That's cool. That's cool. That is really cool, actually. Witch of the Black Forest. We'll go summon this out right here. We'll make that Pit Knight finally. And then we'll be able to search, which is also cool. And we will... yeah, we'll go Pit Knight. We'll summon Pit Knight. I think the best spot... never mind. Because I guess that needs a... Pit Knight needs 2 effect monsters. So I think we just... that's fine. It's not even... it's a slight adjustment. We'll go Mystical Elf. Summon it here. And then we'll just... we didn't draw into any of the World Chalice stuff, so... we just go Pit Knight. Summon it right here in this corner. Because then we can trigger it through the... we can trigger it through the Mech Knight. Plus we can trigger it through the other cards. Imduct has no legal target. Did we summon? Yeah, I think we summoned. So... I think the only thing worth searching actually is this Rocket Caliber. Because it can summon itself. And then if I activate an effect with it, never mind. Oh, it's only to a dark monster, right? Yeah, especially to a dark, where Link monster points to. Yeah, dark Link monster points. That's fine. It's whatever. We're in game range anyway, so it doesn't matter. So we'll just attack with this. If he had a special summon monster, we can... that would have been a cool combo. Pit Knight plus Crusadia, because you can activate the effect of Crusadia to gain attack, and then you can chain Pit Knight to make his monster 0. So you essentially do the damage that he has plus the damage that Crusadia has originally, which is a lot of damage. Okay, so we've got 2 legacy tickets. Alright, so here's our opponent's deck. Again, I don't know if they're a Masochist or not, or they're just having a lot of fun. I don't know. It could be. I mean, it looks like it could be a Masochist. Without a doubt, this could be a 60-card Masochist. That was... I would say that's not a bot. A bot would never stop an attack like that. If it is a Masochist deck, you got to cut stuff down. If it's a person having fun... keep having fun. I mean, this is... you look like you were having a blast, so that's good. All right, let's open a master pack. What's up in here? Let's see. Let's see. You definitely use some incredible new cards. Let's see. Dark Eruption's not bad, right? It adds back 1500 or less attack. Dark Monster, it's not terrible. Raid Raptor card, okay. This is not a bad card. If we had a rank 3 deck, I'd say, yeah, we can normal summon to level 3. It wouldn't be too bad. Springin's card, we do have some Springin's card. We're waiting to pull the Springin's Merrymaker, which is the level 4. If we pull that, we're in good shape. We have this dude. So if we pull this dude, we're in really good shape. Because if we summon this, and then we can just immediately summon this dude, which is pretty good. He works with Time Thief, he works pretty well. Fencing Fire Ferret is a phenomenal card in Sealed. Phenomenal. The issue is, I think we're past the point where this is like really, really usable, because this is one of those like really slow cards that like, it's definitely good because it can out things, right? You just summon it, crash, activate in graveyard, target a card your opponent controls, destroy it, inflict 500. Like, that's good. But we're at the point where we're just trying to make rank 4s. But if I was to like, I could possibly play. It's not a bad card. It's not at all in this format bad. Twin Swords, that's good. Harpy Dancer, we already have. This is a card that really shouldn't be a super rare. It's completely fallen out of favor in terms of Harpy cards. I don't know why that's a super. But this lets you attack twice. Your monster loses 500. And then we've got another Revival Golem's not bad. Actually, it's a lower likelihood of me bricking, but I don't think I need to play more than one. Like, yeah, last duel we did brick by drawing it, but I don't actually think that is likely to happen again. It's less likely to happen than to not. We actually, like I said, we have 2 Revival Golems now, and we have 3 of the card that sends Revival Golem to the graveyard. We actually might have more than 3. I think we have like 4 or 5 of that card. So, okay, pretty decent pulls, right? This is usable. This is usable. This is definitely usable. Kagamucha Knight is definitely usable. Like, this is usable. There's more usable than unusable cards here. Like, they actually aren't bad. We just need to pull Springin's Merrymaker to make this more good, like more of a good card. But honestly, not a bad pack. All right, we just won this coin flip. It's playable. It's definitely playable. I can get to a play for sure. I'll say that. We're going Mecha Phantom Beast. It's not the best hand. We'll summon a token. We'll see if they have a Maxi or an Imperm or Effect Veiler. I was going to say that next, but Effect Veiler it is. That unfortunately ends our turn. Actually, that sucks. But you know, these things happen. You can't win them all. This is the whole point of playing a 4-fun deck, right? We'll set this and we'll pass and we'll see if that's enough. Like I said, this is it. This is what playing a 4-fun deck is, and we'll see if we're able to. We do have some follow-up. That's what's good. We have Analyzer, which special summons itself. It's pretty cool. It's like Cyber Dragon. Okay, we're playing Dark Magician. Okay, we do have the Cosmic, which is good against Dark Magician because it can banish the important cards. So that's good. No, we don't want to activate that in response, but. Let's see. It can. Let me see. Does Eternal Soul activate when banished? This card leaves the field for any reason. Okay, that's good. Circle, I think is fine because again, I'm saving this for the Eternal Soul. He's gonna add Salvation. Okay. Yep, he's gonna activate that, and that's fine. Usually you don't have to worry about the first effect of this. Like, you don't have to worry about the field spell, you just have to worry about the Eternal Soul, because most of the time, that sucks. Ooh, that sucks. That actually sucks. Okay, so we'll let that, we can't, I mean, it's nothing we can do, but Fusion Deployment sucks, because now he can just summon a Dark Magician and activate the effect of the Magical Circle. Alright, he's going to activate target. Hopefully he targets the Phantom Beast. Nope, that is unfortunate. So we're going to chain the Cosmic Cyclone. And we're going to banish the Eternal Soul while it's still face down. So he won't actually get... it won't actually trigger to destroy his field. Which isn't too great for us. Alright, he's going to set a card and then go to battle phase. Okay. We're gonna lose that, and he's gonna probably attack with Rod, so we'll take some damage there. This is, I'd say definitely, he should link this away. He doesn't. Okay, we should definitely. It's not an unwinnable matchup. That's not what you want to see right now. So we'll go Analyzer for sure. We're gonna activate that. We'll summon that out. right here, just so we don't get in the way of our own link zones. And then I think I'll activate Analyzer because I want to scare my opponent into thinking, yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to happen, and that's what happened. Perfect. And that should be his last interruption for the turn, but I don't know how much we can really accomplish with our existing hand here. I can go into Time Thief and be safe. I can do that play, or I can go into Link stuff and try to make other plays. Alright, so I've got a few different plays here. I think I know what play to make. I'll summon out the Witch of the Black Forest, and then I'll link these two into... I think I'll link it into the Brute Enforcer. I think I'll go with Brute Enforcer. We'll see if he has anything to respond with, but I think Brute Enforcer is pretty decent, so we'll go Brute Enforcer. Then we'll activate the effect of Witch of the Black Forest. It's mandatory, I don't have a choice. And then I think we go with... what did I just... this right here, the Rocket Caliber. I think we go with that. I'm looking through everything else. I don't think there's anything. We already used up our normal summon, so I think we go with this. Yeah, I think we go with this summon. Unfortunately, this is the best play that we've got. So we'll go with the Rocket Caliber. And then we'll activate the effect of this. Summon out the Rocket Caliber. In attack mode, we'll also activate the effect of Brute Enforcer. We'll discard this dude to target, I want to say Dark Magician. Yeah, not Dark Magician. I think I just target the Magical Circle because it's a little dangerous. So I think I'll just target that. If he has a spell, he has to send a spell, which is okay. I mean, usually people will use up all their spells and traps. So I'd imagine he probably doesn't. Oh, Triple Tactics, he actually had a spell. Okay, so now we go into the Berserker. And then next turn we could possibly do something too, but we'll go Berserker now. And what does he have in graveyard? Nothing much. I don't want to put this dude in graveyard because he actually has a graveyard effect. So we'll go Battle Phase, which is attack over the Dark Magician. And I think that should wrap up our turn. I mean, that's not much else we can do. Not much else we can do, but we've got some back and forth going here. Unfortunately, I don't have any Tenyis going on right now. Any Tenyi stuff going on, so that sucks. Palladium Oracle Mahad for turn, and we have a Dark Monster. You can't make this shit up. That sucks. That really sucks, actually. Palladium Oracle Mahad against our Dark Monster. He has no... Yeah, reveal one. And then he can special summon a Dark Magician face down. So he doesn't trigger the effect of Circle. Okay, that sucks for us. That was a crazy rip off the top. Palladium Oracle Mahad. What a draw, man. That was insane. That really was. That was insane. What can you possibly say in that situation? Palladium Oracle Mahad. What a crazy rip off the top of the deck. Alright, so we just lost the coin flip, but our opponent is, yeah, they're going first. They're playing Legendary Ocean. They've got Kairu Shin, which is probably game against this deck. Yeah, I'm pretty certain we just lose here. Plus Sea Stealth. I don't think we have an out to this at all. I don't think that we do. I think we just lose here. That is good against the deck, but it doesn't out his deck. You can activate an Umi, but I mean, he doesn't have any. I think he's just putting the card onto the field. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't think we can win this. This is it. Yeah, I don't think I can win this. We do have Crusadia Arborea, but I don't think that really gets us anywhere. She's a water. We do have cards that are waters, which is cool. We have this Spirit, which is a water, which I guess is cool. Maybe we can actually win this. We do have some waters. Luckily, maybe we can win this. Alright, let's try it. Let's try. So we'll activate the effect. We'll summon Analyzer out. I'll try my best, but it's going to be a little tough, but I'll try it. We'll activate Analyzer, and we'll summon him out. Sea Stealth is very good, because if his monster battles, that shit happens. We'll activate this, because why not? It always makes your opponent, like, sometimes it gets them to trigger something. Okay, none of those cards were useful, so it's actually good that we did what we did. So we'll put those away, and that should be good. Now we'll summon out Megalo Smasher, and then we can actually just crash Megalo Smasher. Right? We can. Hold on. At the start of the day, if you're a level 5 battles, never mind. I thought it was like a special. Never mind. I don't even know why I said that. I know what Sea Stealth does. He just screwed me over. I thought I saw a route for a second there. So what I was going to do was go into this this dude right here to make him send his monster to the graveyard, but Legendary Ocean drops my level by 1. So because he drops my level by 1, I'm actually unable to do what I want to do here. And that actually does suck a lot, and then it prevents me from doing anything. Actually, I can go into... Again, I can't really do anything. I can't do anything here because I can't out this monster while this is on the field. Sea Stealth is on the field. If I battle, it's just my monster just gets destroyed automatically. So I really have no out to this right now whatsoever. And he drops all my water monsters by 1, which isn't exactly helping. That actually would have been good for the Crusadia Arborea. And I can't summon anything else. Arborea would have let me summon Coral Dragon, and that would have been the out right there. Yeah, I think we just go there can only be 1. Keep him under stuff, and then we just pass. Truthfully, I think we just pass. I think, yeah, if we can keep him under to a minimum, I think we're good. Because then, yeah, Crusadia Arborea, any level 4, and then Crusadia Arborea can do this for us. I'm going to add a Sea Stealth card, or a Kairu Shin card, or, you know, something. He's going to add something. Or a Legendary or Sea Stealth 2 prevents targeting from monster effects. But it's Umi on the field also. So that's a problem. See, these two are both a problem, because even if I out this, I still can't. He's going to banish that to protect his back row for the turn. That is a really that's a weird play to make right now. What led him to do that? Kashtira Ogre. I mean, Kashtira Fenrir. He didn't have to... Oh, I guess he did have to do that. There's nothing I can do about that. Battle phase. He's banishing one of our cards. He's destroying one, banishing the other. And then by the time our turn comes around, we'll be under the lock all over again. So we'll lose this monster. See, if we could Gozen him right now, that would be so sick. If this was Gozen instead of this, it would have been disgusting. I think this ends it for us, because then we would have locked him under Earth in his water deck. This just doesn't help. Late to the party as usual. Yeah, I don't think we have an out to this in any way. He's got too much on the board right now. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we just won the coin flip. And our hand's not looking too bad, honestly. We have 2 Floodgates and probably Crusadia Avermax. So we'll go Mecha Phantom Beast first. That's pretty good. And then we'll summon the token. We'll see if our opponent has anything. Maxi, they always have something. Now the question is, do I keep playing, or do I just activate Necro Valley and set there can only be 1? The answer is probably, I probably just activate Necro Valley and set there can only be 1 and just pass, because why would I play into this? I think we just set these and just pass. I don't want to do this. I'd rather keep comboing off here, but I'm not about to give my opponent 5 cards and then lose. So I think we just end on this until next turn, and hopefully this is enough. Maxi is a really unfortunate card. It's just, there's got to be a fairer version of that card. They're going to activate Painful Decision. Okay. They could be playing Sue Ships, but they could be playing other stuff. They are playing Sue Ships. They are all Aqua, which is good for us because we have, there can only be 1, but it's bad for us because it's bad for us in other ways too. So they're going to activate this, reveal 1 Sue Ship, special summon this card from your hand, and then apply the following effects. Special summon 1 Gungan Sue Ship, but its effects are negated. Okay, I think what we do is we hit him with the There Can Only Be 1 now, and turn this into a really old school game of Yu-Gi-Oh! So keep this on the field, and then he's going to summon that, and that summon's fine. I think he's just stuck with this. He can't Exceed summon because obviously There Can Only Be 1 is on the field, so I don't think he's going to be able to do that. We have a bunch of different types and attributes, so that's good, at least. But we'll see what we can do. Forbidden Droplets isn't too bad. I think we summon out Rocket Caliber for sure. There's things that we can make right now. Actually, we just can make Time Thief. I don't need to think too much if I just make Time Thief. Yeah, I think I'll just make Time Thief. That's good enough for me. I should probably put in a level 8 Synchro too, but we'll just make Time Thief and just start making things happen. Because he's really good. And we could just make him sit on this for now, because it's really not doing anything on the field. And then if I let him, then he gets new plays next turn. But yeah, he's kind of stuck under this right now. But then if he draws like Harpies, then we're kind of cooked. I think that... yeah, I think we just leave his board. I think we leave his board as is. We set the droplets, and then we start stacking paper under our Time Thief Redoer, and the next turn we have more plays to make once we can actually attack. Because getting over this actually legitimately does nothing right now, and then he could just normal summon his 2000 attack monster, which is scarier than the monster that he's got now. So we'll Time Thief Redoer, grab, yeah, perfect, like a painful decision, so we get the draw. And then depending on how we play this, the cool thing about There Can Only Be One is you can still somewhat play it under... even in this combo deck, you can still kind of play There Can Only Be One. Our opponent obviously has an Ash Blossom based on that reaction. Goes in. Oof. If we get that off, it's over. It's really bad if we get that off. Judgment. Oof. I think we just I think things have just been settled. I think this is it. Another spell card. Awesome. Oof. Just what he needed. This guy's getting as lucky as unlucky as we usually do on these random things. We'll detach the Harpies, which he'll never get back, for a Miracle Rupture, which can't be used under Necro Valley. So we'll go straight to the battle phase. Yeah, we'll go straight to the battle phase. Nothing much else to do here. Just attack with our Time Thief, and then attack with our Ancient Sorcerer. Good to know. The reason I play Ancient Sorcerer, by the way, over other stuff is because Ancient Sorcerer is a spellcaster. So if you're wondering, like, why are you playing this weak-ass monster, that's why I'm playing this weak-ass monster. And then we'll go to the end phase. Okay, fair enough. I don't think there's much that my opponent can draw to get out of this hole. Like, I'll be honest with you, I don't think there's much that he can draw. Especially with Judgment there, I don't think there's much he can do. But we'll see. We'll draw and get another monster. It is a Maxi. You know what? I'd feel bad if he didn't Maxius. He's going to summon that out. That's fine. So we're going to lose our Ancient Sorcerer. We'll lose him, but it's fine because we probably draw another monster. I mean, the deck plays a lot of monsters, so we just should draw another monster. Hopefully it's another 1900 monster of some kind. This is another card that I've been dying to pull, but I haven't pulled. Like, weirdly enough, like this, that random rare we just have not pulled. Shathana. Okay, Shathana's not bad. We'll go Time Thief. And Shathana, like I said, is not a bad card, but we don't have the Little Tenyi. So Shathana doesn't do that much. We'll activate. Why not? Shathana would be really good if we pulled the Little Tenyi, because then we could just break boards with it. We'll detach, draw a card. His Steel Magnemite is unusable under current conditions. I think we just attack and then just set Shathana. And he doesn't have a main deck monster that can get over it, so that's cool. We'll attack over that. Main phase 2, set Shathana, and the next turn we can just tribute it if we need to. Right, let's see what we get this time. Suship does play a trap card, but there it goes. We got Impermanence. They do play the Daily Order, or whatever the trap card's called. They do have a trap card in their archetype. This right here, the Daily Special. End phase. He doesn't have any cards on his board anyway, so it'd be pointless for me to do anything. He's going to discard. Back to my turn. Analyzer. Why not? We'll go here. Activate this. Call by, so we get the draw again. I'll do that. Thank you. Yeah, we definitely need to add a level 8 Synchro to this. I don't know which ones we have. We have Red Dragon Archfiend. I think like regular Red Dragon Archfiend. We have the Harpy. Detach 1, draw. Witch of the Black Forest is pretty cool. What's the most damage that I could do? I think Witch of the Black Forest into something. would probably do the most damage, plus... Yeah, Witch of the Black Forest into a dark monster, a dark brute enforcer. So we'll go this, and then we'll summon out Witch of the Black Forest. I don't remember if the other dude is a summoning condition or not, but I guess we'll find out. We'll activate Witch. And he has an effect for it. I guess he can ash us. I forgot he was... it's almost like I forgot he was a part of the game. I forgot all about my opponent. We already normal summoned, so we'll go with... or did I draw it already? Oh yeah, I did draw it. Ha! Guess I can't do that. That's gone. Okay, yeah, I was going to say I was going to go... Wait, I didn't draw it. Maybe his defense is too high, the monster that I'm thinking of. So I guess I can't search it. Well, let's see. What do we go with? I think we just go with a high attack. Or a high attack monster that we can use next turn. I don't think any of these right now are inherent summons that I'm looking at that can help us in this situation. So I think we just go with a high attack monster like... I would search this, but it's a psychic, so be no point. So we'll go Dinosaur and Megalo Smasher. So we'll search this out for next turn if we need to use it. And we have a bunch of different types. So we'll go Battle Phase, and we'll attack with these dudes again. But again, we are really under control right now. So I don't think we're going to be losing this one. We're just going to go straight to the end phase. I just... Whatever he draws, and it's not going to be Harpy's Feather Duster, we already have the Judgment for it. So even if he draws Lightning Storm, we have the Judgment for it. He would need to draw multiple back row removal cards in order to get out of this hole. This is the worst punish I've ever done to somebody for maxing us. Like, I just did not play into anything, thank God. I was considering it too. I was like, you know what, I might still make... He's gonna imperm. I don't care. He might be baiting me into Triple Tactics Talons, so I'm good with that. He can do that. Yeah, like, he might be baiting me. But he might have Raigeki, and I might lose everything, but it's fine because I have Megalo Smasher and all this other stuff. Yeah, he might have been just baiting me into what I just said. He might have been baiting me. I'll never know. We'll activate Time Thief Redoer, and we'll grab another Sous Ship card. Awesome. That's game anyway. We'll just summon out Megalo Smasher, and we are going to wrap this up, right? We're going to wrap this up. Nothing else to do. We can still summon this. Oh yeah, types. Cool. So we'll go one. Why am I even doing this? There's no point. There's no point. I mean, I guess we could finish off with the Crusader Avermax. Wouldn't hurt, right? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Let's not do anything too crazy. Let's just attack for game, wrap up the duel, and finish it off. There you go. We got a clean win here. Thank God I did not play into that freaking Maxi. We would have just lost. We would have just lost. They would have drew Harpy's Feather Duster, actually. They verifiably would have drawn it because it came up a couple turns later under Time Thief. They actually would have drawn it. So that's what happened to our opponent. 2 legacy tickets. Alright, let's open up a master pack. The last master pack of the episode. Let's see if we can get something cool from this. Played a few different decks today, which is nice. We beat some really good decks today, actually. Scout for Hire. Heraldic Beast, okay. Signet Ritual, I think that's our 3rd or 4th copy. Strike Ninja, I don't think this can really... banish 2 Dark Monsters from a graveyard, banish this face-up card. That is a quick effect, so you can dodge stuff. It's not the worst card ever. It's a warrior, too. Bountiful Artemis is a really good card in a counter fairy deck, and we do have a card that can summon this, actually. We have our... the girl, I forget her name. The witch that can summon this from the deck, and it searches forbidden cards. I don't know why I'm forgetting it. Nordic Beast. Underneath here, we've got the Electro Magna Warrior, which is not really usable for us in any way, but it's cool to see. And then Forbidden Arts of Gishki, which we can't use. So this is usable, actually, because we do have a few counter traps, and this does draw you every time you get a counter trap. This is somewhat usable. It is a decent card, maybe in our Chaos deck, I don't know. It's a decent normal summon, I guess. And then we do have some of the... Right, I think we do. I think we pulled actually both of these. I think we actually pulled both of these. Maybe, I don't know if we pulled Folgo, but I think we pulled both of these cards. So we're going to have to evaluate how useful these are, but I'm pretty sure we've pulled these. Alright, let's open up these legacy tickets. Hopefully we get something awesome in them. Let's see. And so hopefully it's just something I'm not even thinking about. That's the best part, when it's like a card you don't even expect. Brainjacker, Bubble Shuffle, 2 cards that are not usable, and Never have been, unfortunately. Bubble Shuffle and Brain Jacker. Let's see what's in it. There's a lot of glowing there. Yugioh card. Changes card to defense. If this card's flip face up, destroy any respawn trap cards up to the Yugioh monsters you control. So it is removal technically, right? Because if you just leave this on the field, book it, flip summon it, you can destroy a small trap card. It's not the worst card. And then we've got Snake Fang, which is not a good card. But yeah, that card's actually not bad. Again, early on, I probably would have used that card. Sage of Stillness. This card's... There's another Sage of Stillness, and then there's Sage of Silence. Sage of Silence isn't bad. It locks you out of spells. Magical Sand, okay. That's Ready Fusion target that we'll get one day, right? We'll get one day. Fire Formation, Kaido, and Basic Insect. Can't really use that. It's not a level 4. If it was level 4, I would have ran that in the normal Monster Mash deck. Let's see what else is under here. Different Dimension Capsules, not the worst card ever. Lapis is kind of a brick, but I mean, we can't really use Gem Knights. We don't have enough of them. Let's see what else we've got here. Can't use that. Can't really use that either. We'll pull something, hopefully today. We just got to remain positive. We'll get something. Super Defense, Robot. Can't really use that. Monkey. This card is a super, and the supers and legacy tickets aren't actually too bad. So we'll see. Masked Beast, Des Guardius. This is unfortunately not usable because I need the Tiki Elder and this dude, Four-Face Man. You got to tribute 2 monsters, and one of them has to be that. If this card's sent to the graveyard, target one face up monster your opponent controls, equip 1 Mask of Remnants to it. What the heck does Mask of Remnants do? It when this card is activated, shuffle this card from the field into the deck. Well, equip to a monster. By the effect of that, take control. So basically, when it dies, it takes control of your opponent's monster. But it is 3,300 attack, which isn't too bad. But I don't think we have Grand Tiki Elder on the other card. But even if we did, this is actually kind of a lot of setup. It's actually not even, for our normal Monster Mash deck, not even that much setup. Like, if I had a lot of the Tiki and a bunch of, like, if I had a bunch of those cards, I can maybe use this. But it's interesting for sure. It's definitely interesting. It's very weird support for 2 very specific vanilla monsters. Let's see what's in this one. We've got... I've never seen this card in my life. I've never seen this ever. If anyone's ever watched Quest for Camelot, this looks like the monsters from that, like a lot. And then we've got Judgment of the Desert, which we already have. But this card actually looks kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. With the inscription, what does that say on there? Something in some sort of a foreign language. An iron giant that appears from a dimensional rift. I mean, that sounds so cool. And it's just so underwhelming in terms of its stats. I have no idea what that says. Maybe one of you know what that says. I have no idea. Let's continue. We're looking for something that can really change the game for us, like Gold Rat. Once per turn, detach material. 3 level 1s, just to be clear. Detach a material, draw a card, shuffle a card. This is way too bad for how much it requires. Anti-spell. Not anti-spell fragrance, anti-spell. Not quite as good. Then we've got Beast of the Pharaoh and another copy of that Necross card. So, a little rough on these, I'm not going to lie. We got 2 packs left, so a little rough, but we'll see what we can do. That wasn't exactly what we were looking for, but it wasn't the worst either. Shiny Black Sea. I'm not going to say what that says. So this specifically counters Synchro Monsters, and it has to be in the graveyard, so not very good. Target, discard 1 card, destroy all face-up continuous spells on the field. If that didn't have a discard cost, I'd consider it, but discard costs are a little steep in our deck because we don't have a very large advantage loop. So it's probably not the best thing to do, but it's actually not bad. Like that could be decent against, you know, field Kashtira for specifically. Shiny Black Sea is unfortunately not usable. Oh, I forgot we had another pack. I forgot all about this. I don't know why. I was reading so much I forgot all about the others. Mega Rock Dragon, can't use that. Rage of the Deep Sea. Actually, you know what? We are actually considering playing a rock deck, and this might be usable in that deck. It might actually be usable in that deck because it is kind of like a boss monster for the rock deck. If we can get a bunch of rocks together, I think we can maybe play a rock control stun deck, maybe. I guess we'll see. Alright guys, let me know what deck you guys want me to play in the next episode. We are still in gold, so we have time to have fun and, you know, have a blast. So definitely let me know what deck you guys want me to play. Rock, normal, rank 4, just stick with the spellcasters, Earth Warrior. Like there's so many. We have this deck right here, which is the Chaos deck. We have I believe there's a Dragon deck. We probably have new dragons too. Yeah, we have new dragons that we could be using. Normal monsters, warrior. What deck is this? This is, I think it's just kind of like a good card collection, or like a going second deck that somebody made, a psychic deck. Yeah, we still got a lot of cards that we can. Dragon Warrior we haven't touched in a while, but I don't think that's going to work at this point. Now, let me know what deck you guys want me to play next episode. If you have a list that you guys have, I will play it, because like I said, we're in gold, so there's not a huge risk to anything right now. So yeah, I don't think there's any like what happens if we lose. Nothing happens if we lose. You guys know most of the good cards that we have by now. I guess we can just descend by rarity. You know what, I'll just scroll through it. If anybody has a list, give me the list and I'll play it. So I'll scroll through these cards right now. And if there's a specific list in the comment section and like other people like the list, I will actually go ahead and play that deck. So here's every single card that we've got. Remember, we don't actually own Yugioh Master Reborn. Those are fake. We will unlock them if we pull very specific cards, but I just had to grab them out of the story mode because we did get the reinforcements of the army according to a rule that we created, if you remember that. But yeah, there's a lot of cards here that we actually can use and build a deck around, and hopefully we are able to do that. But yeah, let me know what you want me to play next episode. I've got a lot of cards, a lot of different directions. Like I said, I still think the Spellcaster deck, realistically, is probably the best deck that we've got. It just does the most in those situations. It's the best at playing through goes in and skill, like we don't skill drain, but it's the best at playing around stuff, and it combos off without losing to max C, which is really nice. Whereas some of our other decks actually lose to max C because yeah, like it was cool about the normal monster mash deck is that you can normal summon and then special summon, or the Spellcaster deck you can normal summon and then special summon, which is actually in a lot of cases better. I just realized, I didn't even realize we had that fairy negate dude. I didn't even realize we had that. I just saw it for the first time there. But I'm talking about the Herald of Orange Light. I didn't even know we had that card, so that's news to me, honestly. Yeah, a lot of these cards, sometimes I'll look through our collection. I'll be like, oh, I have this? I didn't know I had this. Like, I'll just like look through and be shocked by it and just like randomly add a card back. Like I said, we have a lot of random support that's good. I was looking through Naturias. Like, we have a decent amount of Naturias. Not enough to build the deck because we don't have the good ones. Like, we don't have the new ones. We have the old Naturias. But, like, we have some decent Naturia cards. Like, not terrible ones. But none of the new really good ones. So we have, like, a lot of the, like, crappy or old ones. But you can still, I guess, play a deck with even the crappier old ones. We're already in the trap card section here, so we're almost done. We have XYZ block, which we pulled today. It always seems like the XYZ deck seems to be the best possible thing for us to play. We have a lot of normal monsters, geez. Now, the normal monsters, don't forget, some of the World Chalice monsters I can't use because they are locked into the solo mode only. So I can't really use those. Yeah, if I could, I would, but I can't. Those ones that are locked in the solo mode are like the normal World Chalice monsters. I would 1,000,000% run those in this deck, and I think this deck would be a lot more consistent with it, because then we can use all of these World Chalice secondary effects, like the special summon from hand, special summon from deck, all of that stuff we can actually use. Whereas right now we can't really use any of these extra World Chalice effects because we only have 3 main deck World Chalice monsters. We have the Ib, the girl in the main deck, and then we've got the other 2 World Chalice cards. So right now we don't have enough World Chalice cards to really do anything with, but it's possible that we can make something happen. But right here, yeah, some of these cards I'm looking at, we haven't seen in so long. We haven't used them in forever. It's almost kind of sad. I'm dying to pull another Vidjam, and we pulled another amazing Cubic card today that could work with Vidjam, but I don't know what's stopping us. Like, so there's something happening that's not going right, but we just don't seem to pull another Vidjam. I think a second Vidjam would be absolutely amazing. Or a third Vidjam, yeah. A playset of Vidjam would really change the game for us because it is an amazing card. It really is. Vidjam is like an underrated card. I would have never known about it had it not been for this challenge. It's an incredible card. It really is good. It negates, it stops an attack, it's not once per turn. Like, neither effect is once per turn at all. Not hard once per turn. Like, neither effect is once per turn, which is kind of crazy. So if they put it in your back row using Snake Eye card, you can actually just resummon it out even in the same turn. It's actually really good. If you can put it back there, it's a really, really, really underrated card. We've been pulling some good stuff. Like I said, if no one gives me a deck list or no one tells me what to play, I'll basically just go back to the Spellcaster deck, because that will probably get us out of gold in like a day, probably. But I think Rock would be a cool thing to try. We have a lot of stuff, like I said. Here's the last batch of cards, and that's it. Let me know what you guys want me to play, and have a great day. La, 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 la.